Moving forward, the next slide discusses the qualifications for financial administration key players. The financial administration key players consist of leaders whom have shown the capacity to lead self before all others, because others' survival depends on their success. Likewise, Power argues prior to including a leader to the church financial team, the leader's characteristics have to pass the litany test. Please take a moment to read the 4 tenets of the litany test. Here, Howard W. Stone and James O. Duke considers the preceding characteristics a moral absolute, which proclaims that certain rules for living have been established by God in Christianity as unalterable, fixed for every person, time, and circumstance. Elder is the first financial administration key player discussed moving forward. The research revealed that the 20th century church has juxtaposed the meaning of elder with a financial committee person instead of the New Testament meaning, co-labor for the souls of humanity. A brief pause is allowed to review the others. After review, in fact, it is easy, or one might believe it is easy to draw a different conclusion in the light of Titus chapter 1, verse 7, which implies an elder should possess a sound financial mind. Perhaps the duplicity in the connotation versus the denotation of elder provides ambiguity to support both theological positions. For this research synopsis of my presentation or paper, elder denotes an overseer of the financial administration team. This slide discusses the second key financial administration player. According to Robert H. Welch, deacons operating in the role of physical personnel inherit the following responsibilities. An extended pause is provided to allow a personal reading of the deacon's responsibilities. Considering the highlighted responsibilities, deacons must be efficient and effective in order to keep the focus of the church on the purpose of God and not on the finances of the people. The third financial administration key player is treasurer. Welch contends the role of treasurer entails an individual identified by the church that has the responsibility for the safe and efficient management of the church funds and accounts. In short, the treasurer manages the accounting of the church, but does not have the ability to procure in the name of the church. Furthermore, the church treasurer is the CFO, or Chief Financial Officer, who oversees and reports the income and expenditures of the church. In summation, the treasurer's work focuses primarily on financial records and payment procedures rather than the handling of cash or other funds. The next financial administration key player is the financial secretary, who according to Welch is the bookkeeper and an employee of the church or organization that has the responsibility for recording receipts and disbursements of all financial transactions that have been approved by the church, its leadership, or other clerical operations that are related to the physical operations of the entity. Other duties include posting offerings weekly to individual accounts, mailing quarterly or annual statements of contributions to each contributor, and the need to provide statistical financial data as requested by treasurer, financial committee, and/or the church staff. In performing these duties, it is important that the financial secretary maintains confidentiality about specific member contributions except with approved persons. In addition, serve as requested on the church council. Ideally, the key here is, as asserted by Powers, the purpose is to ensure the congregation and leaders are aware at all times the financial health of the church. Finally, having discussed the finance administration key players thus far, we move towards the Finance Committee, which is a standing committee designated to oversee all aspects of the financial operations of the church. Welch explains that the Finance Committee membership is listed herein. A brief pause is allowed. Although a collective body, each key financial player retains his or her individual duties and responsibilities.